in the year 2200 AD, humanity reached the zenith of civilization. Thanks to the rapid advancement of technology, hunger, diseases, and class conflicts became things of the past. This should have been an era brimming with hope. However, humanity's pursuit of the perfect utopia gradually spiraled out of control, pushing civilization towards the abyss. Under the cold glow of laboratory instruments, scientists embarked on a bold and audacious plan. They utilized genetic engineering and neural suppression technology. Attempting to reshape the very essence of humanity, sinful thoughts were regarded as obstacles to progress and systematically eliminated through precise operations. Gender differences were erased, reducing everyone to indistinguishable beings. Senses like taste, smell, and touch, which once allowed humans to perceive the beauty of the world, were discarded as unnecessary. Voluntarily gave up pain, sensation, and intelligence, as if only by shedding these could they reach the ideal realm of perfection. To achieve the ultimate goal of equality for all, humanity took an even more extreme path. They fused themselves with all living organisms on Earth, initiating an unprecedented global biological experiment. Countless lives twisted and recombined in the fusion pools, eventually giving birth to a new form of life, the angels. These angels had no set, acting solely on instinct. They transmitted a so-called happiness through mutual cannibalism. In their world, there was no strife or suffering. The earth seemed to be enveloped in an eerie harmony, transformed into a paradise free from war and misery. However, humanity failed to realize that when they released the magic, presumably a neurotoxin, that suppressed neural development into the atmosphere, all life regressed to a state driven by primitive instincts. And the progress of civilization came to a complete halt, as if a pause button had been pressed. Time flew by, and 2.3 billion years passed. The sun entered the red giant phase. Its intense expansion unleashed solar storms that swept through the universe, easily disrupting the inhibitory gas that had shrouded the earth. This change shattered the long-maintained false tranquility. Some angels regained their sense of pain as the magic lost its effect. When the long-forgotten pain signals reached our brains, these angels instinctively began to evade the predation of their own kind. This discomfort ignited the first sparks of self-awareness in their chaotic consciousness, and the awakened ones were given a new name: fallen angels. Facing the imminent destruction of the earth by the expanding sun, the fallen angels realized that for survival, they had to make a choice: flee this doomed homeland or confront their own kind. Amid this life and death crisis, a trio of playable characters emerged. Ramel, in the form of a moth, deftly weaved through the battlefield with her agile figure. Razbatwin, armed with a heavy particle cannon, intimidated enemies with powerful firepower. Palomi Ma Mo, with the ability of fission reproduction, continuously grew stronger through his unique means of survival. As the first wave of awakened beings, they evolved by consuming other angels, acquiring ever greater combat capabilities in the brutal environment, fighting tenaciously for their lives. Players will control these fallen angels on a challenging escape journey. In 32 meticulously designed levels, they will face off against 22 formidable Grand Angel bosses. Each encounter with a boss is a heart-pounding life or death battle. Upon defeating a boss, fragments of long-buried history are unlocked. 140 pieces of text and illustrations, like puzzle pieces, gradually piece together the truth behind humanity's ascension and the false facade of the paradise. During the game, players must also make crucial decisions within a time limit. Docking on the left or right side of the screen triggers different routes. Storylines such as the Awakening chapter and the Falling chapter lead players to vastly different endings. The game mechanics are intricately linked to the plot. Melee attacks to obtain health orbs, the use of bullet-canceling heavy weapons, and evolving by consuming enemies. Every aspect perfectly echoes the fallen angel's survival instinct of fighting to survive. The endgame of the game is full of uncertainties, depending on players' choices and performances. The story unfolds into different endings. In the bad ending, the fallen angels fail to escape the earth in time. Swallowed up by the tide of angels, they perish along with their homeland in the fiery inferno of the sun. The final scene, the Angel Wall, depicts a despairing image of flesh and machinery twisted together. In the true ending, the fallen angels complete their ultimate evolution, transforming into a colossal bio-mother ship, carrying all the absorbed genetics.